And Denver 7 has live team coverage this morning. Jason Luber is monitoring the roads for trouble spots. Katie LaSalle will let us know when we'll finally get a break from the record cold. But we want to get out to Denver 7's Nicole Brady, who's feeling the freeze in Inglewood. Nicole, quickly explain how it feels out there and then go back to the truck.
Yeah. Oh yes, having that warm truck helps a lot. You definitely want to stay inside and near warm heaters if possible today. But if you are out in the cold, we want you to be prepared. The big gloves, I got these ones from my husband. I need to get better fitting ones. Wear appropriate clothing. In the meantime, we thought we'd bust up a few cold weather myths for you this morning. So myth one, how many of you thought this? I definitely thought this. Why I wore a ridiculous hat today is because I've heard that you lose most of your body heat through your head. Well, that is false. That is a myth. It turns out, according to Live Science, that you only lose about 7 to 10% of body heat through your head. That's because about 7% of the body's surface area is your head. So that makes sense there. Myth number two, being out in the cold can give you a cold. Well, cold weather does dry out the nasal passages, which might indirectly lead to a cold, and the flu virus can actually survive better in cold temperatures, but it's also the amount of time you spend inside, crammed in with a lot of people in the winter inside, that enables germs to spread, and that's possibly one reason you get sick. It's not because you're out in the cold. And finally here, myth three, we looked into drinking alcohol warms you up. Mental Floss looked into this actually, and while drinking does cause blood to flow to your skin and make you feel warmer temporarily, that effect ultimately leads to your core body temperature to drop. So it is actually going to raise your risk of hypothermia if you drink. So that's not a good idea to drink in the cold weather necessarily. Now, speaking of drinking, we made these little gummy bears earlier this morning by pouring water in a candy mold, and they froze. So an hour later, we got some little ice cube gummy bears here. That's how cold it is out here this morning. You can make your own ice if you'd like to try that out, guys. Back to you.
Yeah, this you want an ice cold drink, maybe.
Yeah, somebody needs to make you some hot chocolate, Nicole.
Yeah. Iced coffee right now.
Yeah.
Oh, she's eating it.
Oh, she's eating it.
Gosh.
Well, it's not snow off the ground, at least. Okay. Very good.